This is Sarvanas with your B2B Cambodia Market update for June 3rd, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 0.9 points or 0.22%, closing at 409.14. Total trade volume decreased, with 53,989 shares changing hands at a total value of 216 million reals, or over $54,000. On the main board, 3 stocks were up. Leading the market today was Grand Twins International, up 2.58% or 200 reals to 7,960 reals per share, followed by CamGSM, which was up 0.41% or 10 reals to 2,450 reals per share. Sihanoukville Autonomous Port was up 20 reals to 12,000 real per share. On the downside, the biggest loser of the day was MGQ Education, down 0.49% or 10 reals to 2,020 reals per share, followed by Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, which dropped 0.47% or 10 reals to 2,120 reals per share. Phnom Penh Autonomous Port and Pastec Cambodia were also down. Meanwhile, the remaining 2 stocks on the board stayed flat. On the growth board, both stocks were up. DPD Engineering and JS Land each gained 10 reals, reaching 2,170 reals and 2,850 reals per share respectively. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day, with 15,221 shares changing hands at a total value of 105 million real or $26,000, which is about 28% of today's trade volume. Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ recorded the second highest trade volume of the day, with 8,352 shares changing hands at a total value of 17.5 million real or $4,400, approximately 15% of June 3rd's trade volume. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to US dollar was weakened at 4,010 reals per US dollar, while the US dollar index was slightly up to 98.93. Looking at the global commodities, oil prices ticked up on Tuesday, supported by rising geopolitical tension as Russia and Ukraine ramped up the war. And Iran was set to reject the US nuclear deal proposal that would be key at easing sanctions on the major oil producer. Crude had gained nearly 3% on Monday after the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries and Allies, known as OPEC+, kept its July output hike at 411,000 barrels per day, the same as the earlier months, and less than some in the market had feared. Brent crude futures gained 43 cents, or 0.7%, to $65.06 a barrel. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude was up 50 cents, or 0.8%, to $63.02. Gold pulled back on Tuesday after nearing a 4-week high early in the session, as a slight rebound in the dollar and a profit-taking added pressure while investors remained cautious amid erratic U.S. trade policies. Spot gold fell 0.5% to $3,361.26 an ounce, after hitting its highest since May 8 early in the session. U.S. gold futures eased 0.3% to $3,386.20. U.S. stock futures slipped on Tuesday morning after the major averages began June's trading on a positive note. At the time of Cambodia's market closing, S&P 500 futures slipped 0.5%, and Dow Jones Industrial Averages futures lost 208 points, or 0.49%. Futures linked to the Nasdaq 100 ticked down 0.47%. This was Sarvanas with your B2B Cambodia Market update for June 3rd, 2025.